Can everyone hear us okay? We're on kind of a different microphone. Can you hear us fine?
Yeah.
These past 8 months have been like no time we've ever lived through. Yet in the midst of hardships and challenges, we realize our ties to each other have never been stronger as a community.
We'd like to think that maybe Craig and I inspired you, but each of you have inspired us to do more, to ask more, and hopefully you're going to hear to get more.
Sue's participation with United Way goes back to the 1980s.
She was an LCS for the United Way, a loan campaign specialist. And so when she was working as a loan campaign specialist, she met Sam McCullough. And then Sam immediately recognized her talent and hired her. And then the rest is history.
She has broken through barriers, and what I admire about her so much is that she brings people along with her. She supports, she models.
You know, she takes care of you as a person first. You know, she wants to make sure that she's building up the people around her. And, you know, they say great leaders make more great leaders, you know, and I would say that Sue Perrotty has done that.
Any woman that supports and honors other women is really unstoppable. And Sue is that woman. You know, she's just impressive. And she walks in a room and you know she's there.
The way I'm sitting right now, you know, I really study my mentors and my leaders, right? So I found myself one day sitting like Sue, and my hands are, you know, positioned just like, and I looked over, I said, oh man. But I think, you know, this might be weird, but I'm thinking better. You know?
She was, you know, a mentor for me, a role model for me, for a lot of people.
She's not afraid to make the tough decisions, but her come from is really to listen first and learn first. And I think that's true of Craig as well, because he's been involved with RAC and the library and other organizations as well.
Craig is just a great guy, you know, hard worker, great to be around, reliable, trustworthy, a really good friend.
You talk about grace, you know, someone who is his presence, easy to talk to, easy to get along with. And I mean, Craig is just a joy to be around. He just really brings a calm and a humor, you know, to everything that is going on.
He is one of the most skilled connectors and relationship builders. And I think everybody knows that he's just so easy to talk with.
Craig is just so down to earth, yet right in there, always with great ideas. He's on the finance committee of the RAC Foundation. He's on the golf committee. As I mentioned, he's on the Miller Center advisor committee. So he's always willing to just jump right in and do the great work.
When I look at how Craig is, you know, one of Sue's biggest supporters and fans as well, you know, it just makes him even more special. He is just an incredible, incredible person.
They're just two people that you really respect. They're an inspiration. They just do so much for the community, and they are not afraid of challenges.
Tammy White and I asked Craig and Sue to chair the 2020 campaign in the fall, I believe it was, of 2019, and they readily accepted, which I was thrilled about. And then when it was time to start, we all know what happened in 2020.
Chairing the annual campaign under normal circumstances is not an easy task, and they did it with grace.
It wasn't just about the outcome for them. It was how they made people feel to be part of a journey that was way different than anything that we experienced.
And then after they do that, in the middle of Sue running Tower, Tammy White asked Sue and Craig to do the 100th year anniversary campaign. All right, well, that's no small deal either. I think that's a goal of 20 million. And they didn't even think about it. They just said, sure, we'll do that.
They're fearless. I think it starts with that. It starts with their own commitment and generosity. You often ask people in any kind of a fundraising endeavor to consider giving of their time, treasure, or talent. Craig and Sue give all three themselves.
Everywhere I turn, Craig's here, Sue's here. So, oh yeah, Craig's on this committee, Sue's on this committee. So they just never stop giving of their time. You know, as I said, their love and their grace. They're uplifting so many people.
Just wonderfully giving, civic-minded, kind, humble individuals who just go in and do great work. They don't want the credit. They just want to go in and change the lives of the individuals in our community.
One of their gifts is recognizing, we don't have to do this alone. There are so many great people in this community that if they're just asked, they will help. And they're really good at creating a network of people and resources to get the job done.
Not only are they spectacular volunteers, but they're both fashionistas who bring a lot to the community. I've always said that we could raise money for Tower by setting up tours of Sue's closet, because every day something else comes out of it. But Craig is right there with her, and he adds cars to it, and it makes them such a fun couple to be around.
It's just really special to have a couple like that in the community that's willing to give the time. They really could be off somewhere on an island sipping drinks all day long, but she's getting her hands dirty, Craig's getting his hands dirty, and they're doing the work.
They've given me a different direction. They've given me a different vision, different perspective just on life and what giving truly is. When you don't think you have enough, you got more. They're truly leaving a legacy, for us to fulfill. It's going to be some big shoes to fill in the future.
Craig and Sue, on behalf of the entire United Way team, we love you. We appreciate you, and we're so pleased that you are the 2026 Doran honorees.
You two are so deserving. You've been amazing for our community. You've been an amazing friend to both Scott and I, and we love you both.
Craig and Sue, I am so thrilled that you are receiving the Doran Award. No two people in Berks County deserve it more. Congratulations.
You guys are outstanding. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you for showing us a new way.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Congratulations on winning the 2026 Doran Award from the United Way of Berks County. One of countless awards you all have received to recognize the incredible effort and work that you all put forth in your community to better those around you who need it. So thank you for all that you do. I love you so much, and congratulations.